43 90-day challenge. Lisa Warren here. I had a great day, another good day. I woke my butt up to do, it was International Yoga Day, so I ended up waking up and I did a yoga and a meditation today with the group that I was on the weekend, Master Shri Arkashana, and it was awesome and I felt great. I felt so calm. So at least the video's up, so now I can actually do this every day. Another thing to add to my day, so I'm taking the steps. I've started a few exercise programs. Tomorrow I'm actually going to go see an acupuncturist because my knee has been sore, so I have to be careful. So I really shouldn't be doing any vigorous exercises, so these are a lot of stretches and exercises in themselves. I'm sweating by the end, and I can't even do half of the poses, but that's okay. It's part of learning. But it was good, and so I woke up and did that for 2 hours, and then I don't even remember, I had to go to the store. I finally cooked the chicken that was in my fridge and started cleaning up the kitchen, which is what my goal was today. And I also ended up joining a 30-day energetic tapping into our own energy program. So I will let you know how that goes. I'm excited for it. This journey has been hard. It's been a long time coming. And even though I grew up with a mom who is an energetic healer herself and basically been told to do all these things when I was younger, I think it's part of our own journey, our own awakening and understanding of why. And after this weekend, I really basically understood a lot of why I am feeling the way I am. And, you know, even after only 4 hours of sleep, I felt energized and I'm feeling really calm and light. I feel like things are finally freeing whatever is happening inside. So yes, I'm going woo-woo, I'm sorry. I know I don't want to apologize, but at the same time, I know it's not for everybody. And this is my journey. I'm not saying this is for you. But this is part of my learning and my experience right now. So yeah, I am pretty excited for it. The biggest part about the course is taking the action. And when I look back in my life, when I have taken action, usually you get rewards or results. Sometimes it's negative results, but everything happens for a reason. And I think the biggest takeaway from today and a lot of the thoughts that are coming through to me and kind of coming out, and that's why I talk to get them out of here. I'm so tired of holding in everything and feeling like I can't speak or embarrassed to talk, so I'm just talking now. And it's really helped. Like I said, I'm not very good at writing things down. Sorry, I just felt something gross. I'm outside. I'm in the basement, and all my garden's here, so I will show you that as well. And they're doing really well. I'm so happy. We're gonna have fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. But yeah, so the biggest thing is you know, you start to reflect on things. I think as we get older, you start to have these just things. Some people find it out earlier. I wish I did, but you know, it also takes us a certain thing. Sometimes we just have to do things ourselves. And as a mom, you're like, you know, even with your kids, you can tell them what to do, but unless they learn things on their own, they probably won't stop doing it. So obviously, unless it's going to really hurt them, we pretty much let our kids, we haven't restricted a lot of what they do. We're pretty open. They don't have a free-for-all house, believe me. But they do have free to figure things out on their own, except they don't want to. School ruined my kids. I'm not going to, you know, I know there's many teachers. I'm not against the education system, I'm not, but for my family, my kids' light dipped. Their personality died when they went to school. And it's been really hard figuring out what the heck has been going on. And, you know, the biggest thing, even over like the last few days, I'm realizing, like, you know, when I think about autistic people or anxiety, depression, and even from today, like, and from this course that I'm about to start on, it's all energy, and we are all energy. We know that everything is energy. They talk about it in science, but we are energetic beings as well, not just physical. And when when I really think that all this anxiety and depression, it's forcing us to do something. It's telling us that we need to do something, and something is wrong. And sometimes I've noticed in the past that when I get really anxious or my heart's racing, it's actually telling me to do something. And as soon as I do what I'm supposed to do, and I don't even know, like, it takes a while to figure that out. You just end up with like heart racing and all that, and you're like, what the heck is going on? And I've been to the hospital. I took myself to the hospital once, and I'm going, yeah, I don't really know what's going on. They're like, well, your blood pressure is fine. I'm like, it's 120 over whatever, and I'm going, well, normally it's like 110. So no wonder I feel like I'm dying, is because my normal blood pressure is 110. Well, it doesn't really work that way. I'm like, no, it works that way, because I remember when I was pregnant with my youngest, I had gone like, I don't feel right. And they're like, well, your blood pressure is 125. You're usually lower, so yeah, you would feel this way. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, they got it. My midwife got it. But they're like, here's an Ativan. I'm like, no. So, and sometimes, you know, when I'm thinking about all the illnesses, and it's like, and even over the weekend, sometimes when we feel like we're stuck in this Groundhog Day, things, the same crap keeps happening, different day, maybe different elements, sometimes it's the same. What are we missing? Like, what am I not getting? And it, you know, some people may figure it out, some people may not. I have no idea, except for that, you know what, maybe I just wasn't doing what I was doing. Like, the universe basically, or the universe, whoever you think is out there, is telling you that this isn't the right path. And sometimes you have to experience things as well to figure out what you don't want, what you don't like. It's no different than relationships. Like, some people are lucky that they're able to find somebody on their very first try that was perfect for them, and other people, like, it's not, and it takes a long time to heal from that. And you know, that first love, I think, is definitely the different love. And you know, subsequent ones, we tend to be a little bit more cautious, I find, sometimes. Other times, yeah, you still dive right in, but it's a bit different, I found. And like, how do you know what you want in a relationship if you've never been in one? So sometimes we have to go through these experiences, and I think that was the biggest thing. And over the last little bit, like, I remember telling my kids, I said, look, you've got a lot of energy in you. We don't know how to deal with it. We know you're sensitive. You just pick up on a lot of things that, you know, not everybody picks up on. And we got to figure out, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know how to help them. And that's been the hardest part. And, you know, for the last little bit, they were like, well, why are you trying to, you know, fix me? And I'm like, I'm not trying to fix you. I'm just trying to help you. And, you know, in school, to get their help that they need in school, they need a diagnosis. Well, then I go get a diagnosis. They're like, well, they look like normal kids. And I'm going, okay. So we were even blocked from even trying to get a diagnosis. This wasn't even somebody, yeah, and as soon as he actually let me talk, he realized that, oh, well, there maybe that is a possibility. Now, I don't look at anybody any differently. They're my kids, so I'll just be my kids. And, you know, yes, they have this. How can you make it work for you or against you? But as long as you know what you're dealing with, it's easier to figure out. Well, I just know that there's something else happening in our lives. And as mom, we just know how they're just the kids, and unfortunately my kids refuse school a lot. And it's not because they don't want to be there, it's because something is stopping them from going. They're burnt out. They're literally energetically burnt out. And I remember reading up on sensory processing disorder and this sensory, and when I look back, I'm like, yeah, like half of the clothes they wear, they can only wear certain things, their water burns their skin, certain textures, foods, they can only wear certain things, different chemicals, like everything reacts. They react to a lot. My oldest has been the worst so far for that, and he's been through the most. And I'm like, he's a baby. Like, he was born this way, and I'm like, oh my god. And today I'm like, wow. And so we've been trying to figure out how to help them. Well, to get any sort of diagnosis for anything, it's going to be like a 1 to 4 year wait, possibly, maybe 2. I don't know. It just seems like it's taking forever. And so we're waiting. I'm like, well, we need results now. And so I don't know. We're going to see. I'm going to try this program, see how it goes. But it's been a lot. It's been so much. And so that's what I did today. I basically did that. yeah, I don't know. I still have to film my ASMR video. I have an idea what I'm going to do, and I think I just ended up doing so many other things today that it's 9 something and I still haven't done it. But I did get everything cooked and everything. So I don't know what I just said, but all I know is that I'm taking the action and things are starting to align. I do feel that you have to, when you act on something, you can't act out of fear, is what I'm also learning. So if you do something out of fear or chaos, or sometimes it can be good chaotic, I'm not saying everything's bad, but sometimes it just gets chaos as well. So I just know over the last few years, I've had a lot of aha moments, a lot of like, wow, and just knowing, and you just know. And I think we all know when things are right, you just know, you just do them, you don't think about it. And so there's been a lot of that lately, and it's been really cool. But I don't want to feel this way. I want to be able to figure out how to control certain things within myself. I want to be able to figure out what's mine, what's not, and just heal my body. I'm tired of, I've done a lot of things to physically heal the body, and it hasn't always worked. And so I'm like, okay, you know, we can go back for more tests, and unfortunately they won't go for what I'm asking, because in their mind it's not required. And I'm like, well, I feel this way, I feel this way, but it doesn't always work that way. So we're gonna try this. And I've had luck with energetic stuff before, so I'm not saying I'm, you know, is it the be all and end all? I think there has to be mind, body, and spirit. You have to take care of all of it, and it all works well. And it's, you know, I used to think like, oh, this is nuts, but to be honest, I'm really starting to believe it. And, you know, it's just one of those things that we all have to come to our own. And some people may not. And for me, it's just like, it was eye-opening, and I've been feeling really good. And I want to stay this way. I don't want to go back. But some good news is I have a lead for a bride, and the wedding is like down the road from my house. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. A lot of the brides that I helped early on in my career they were outside, like an hour or 2 hours away. I had a couple in London, Cambridge, so it's really nice to finally be getting brides close to home, which is awesome because it just makes life easier. I hate driving at night, so when you're working a wedding, you tend to be there a little bit later, and, you know, coming home in the middle of like 2 hours, that's a long time, and you're tired, and you had, especially for the 2 hour wait, I had to get up super early, leave, drive 2.5 hours, and get there for a certain time, and then I had to drive 2 hours home after working a 12-hour day. So yeah, it was scary, and I don't like to drive when I'm tired. I've almost fallen asleep at the wheel, so it was scary, and I thought about just staying overnight because I'm like, oh, but we just didn't have it. You know, like, I just got paid. I don't want to spend it on, like, you know, a hotel and then that's it. Like, you know, that's the way I look at it. But, so yeah, I don't know. But it's a beautiful day. It was really humid today, but now it's been really nice, so that's good. So yeah, so I don't know, that was my day, and so, you know, I'm feeling really good. I feel like I'm getting more confident with things and my ability to know and follow my own intuition, which has been huge. Like, they always say to do that, and, you know, some things I do, but a lot I still let my mind get in the way. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to be practical too, like, let's be realistic, you have to be practical. But some things that just pull you, like, sometimes you just gotta listen to it. And so that's what I've been doing. So fingers crossed. I think that we're on a good path, and, you know, I hope this works for me and my family. And I really hope it's sad watching your kids struggle, and my oldest is definitely struggling. So I gotta figure out how to get him back. He's all over the place. And I mean, he's 13 going on 14. And he graduates this week. Oh my god. It's crazy. So he wants chicken parmesan. So he probably wants chicken parmesan and spaghetti, so that's what we're gonna have for graduation dinner. I don't know how that's gonna happen, considering that it's gonna be a late day, because on Friday I start another 3-day course. They run these things all the time, but I'm like, I can't go to every single one of them. There's no way I'm spending every weekend. I can't. I could if I really wanted to be honest, I could, but it takes a lot of energy. It's definitely a high. It keeps you high, for sure. The people there are awesome, and the people that are going, like, you know, you find your vibe, you find your tribe, and so I found some really an amazing group that I feel really good in. But it's early mornings. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still going and getting 4 hours of sleep a night. So doing that every weekend is not going to be healthy for me. So I'm going to go to these. I'm going to take a break for a bit. I've got some other goals that I have, and I'm just going to take it day by day. I did make my bed today, though. Yay. So I did my exercise. And I think I found an exercise that I'm going to keep doing because it's really working, and I'm feeling a really big difference everywhere. Not just physically, I'm feeling like just calm. It's really actually doing really well. So I think I'm going to figure out a way of getting my exercise in every day. I made my bed. I actually even started my kitchen. I even got some laundry done. Yeah, I even got laundry done yesterday. So those are my goals. And I was hoping to get a song recorded today that I had for like a year, but my path got deviated a bit, but that's okay. It was for a good cause. So yeah. So I'm going to log off. I'm going to go do a couple of things and get this video up. I'm going to put my ASMR video together, and I have an idea for it, but I think sometimes even my son said, you don't have to talk. And I'm like, I haven't talked in most of my videos. But I did a video last time, and I did get some really good reviews from it, so part of me wanted to do something. I have these waves. I did go to the beach the other day and film my waves, so I was hoping to do that and just kind of put some maybe just like guided stuff, or just talk, or even just not even show the waves and just have it on in the background and do my little thing. So once I do it, I tend not to script. I don't have a script for most of my videos. I have an idea of what I want to say, and as I'm doing things, I'm definitely it's getting more easier to figure out what to say, but I have to say I don't script, and I do that for 2 reasons. One, this is who I am right now. In this moment, these are my thoughts, my feelings, and I'm trying to get better at, when things come up, either write them down or film it, which seems to be easier. But also, if I try to remember a script, it's like every time I go to record a song, oh my god, I haven't even done my Serenity minutes yet. I gotta go do that too. It's like recording a song. It doesn't always, like, when I try to make it perfect, it just takes forever. So I know that remembering a script is not always going to do it, but I don't. There will be some things for sure I will need a script for. I'm not going to lie for that, but right now this is not a script, and I think it works. So yeah. So you guys have a good night. It's getting dark. You're not going to be able to see me soon. It's the longest day of the year. Happy summer, everybody. It's summer, and ironically it feels cooler right now, which is nice. So I will show you my garden first, actually. Here, you're going on a walk. So these are cute. That's tomato plants. That's my cucumber plants. I forgot to take pictures of when they were like first born, but they're doing really well. Sorry. So this one too. That one's doing really well. Some more tomatoes. So these are 2 weeks old. So they're doing really well. They were really small. So there we go. Whoops, sorry. That's my hand. Oh, my backyard. Ah! So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I wish you guys all the best. Sending lots of love and light. Stay well, and things are starting to open up here, so let's heal this world, get back to normal, but stay well and safe in the meantime. And yeah, so thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow, everybody. Take care.